shoes for a large bank. They were a blended family with 2 teenage boys and a couple of dogs. Busy lives, busy careers. What struck me that first evening at family dinner was their habit of asking everyone at the table what they were thankful for. It wasn't a special occasion, just a regular weeknight. It was simply what they did whenever they had dinner together. We went around the table and each said what they were thankful for. I felt slightly awkward, but no one else did. Each person took his or her turn. I said I was thankful to be there and to be a part of their family for the evening. I've since made that a habit in my own home, both when we gather with friends, and each weekday night my son and I sit down to eat dinner together. It's a powerful but simple way to reflect on how fortunate we are. Martin Seligman, at the University of Pennsylvania, is considered the father of positive psychology, the philosophy that we should build on our strengths rather than fret about fixing our weaknesses. In his book, Flourish, he recommends a somewhat similar exercise called What Went Well and Why. Here is how it works. At your dinner table, ask people what went well in their day or week and follow up by asking why. This helps your friends or family members to fully recall the good things they experienced and what led to them. You can also do this as a journal exercise at night before going to sleep. I can't vouch for the neuroscience behind it, but I can tell you from experience that recalling positive events and describing them to others is a very effective way of improving your mood and well-being. Another simple way to count your blessings is to look around you. You don't have to go to the poorest countries in the world to see that you are better off than most people on the planet. In your own city or community, there are many people who lack the things you take for granted or who have been devastated by loss. Even when you face serious challenges with your health, finances, or relationships, chances are you're still better off than many. You likely have access to resources and the support of others to help you deal with difficult circumstances as you go through a challenging time. Right now, jot down a list of all the things you have to be thankful for. Don't forget to start with the basics of food, shelter, and companionship. Keep adding. You'll find it's a long list. You may want to get a journal to use with this book, as there will be lots of exercises like this with notes you'll want to return to. What got you here? We are often so focused on what's missing or could be better in our lives that we forget to take stock of what's working. We skip over what we do well and beat ourselves up about what we do poorly. It's time for a little inventory. Instead of waiting for your annual performance appraisal, do one on yourself right now. What are your greatest strengths? What do you do really well? What do most people appreciate about you? Exercise. Create 2 columns and jot down your greatest strengths and your greatest achievements. Make sure to include both personal and professional attributes and accomplishments. These are the things that got you where you are today. In the achievements column, did you include relationships, friendships, and children? Were you the first person in your family to go to college or to start their own business? Maybe you were the first to get a PhD or be worth $1 million. Do you earn more than your parents ever did? When we focus on our strengths, we are reminded of what we can do and how far we have come. Sometimes it's very far. Gary Cohn is the director of the United States Economic Council and the former chief operating officer of Goldman Sachs. He cut a familiar figure on Wall Street, a burly guy with a bald head and a ready smile. He was a member of the board of directors of the Institute of International Finance when I was a member of the Institute's management team. He always brought a great energy to boardroom meetings and our events. Gary is very sharp and has been enormously successful. He's also been very open about being dyslexic. In his bestseller, David and Goliath, Underdogs, Misfits, and the Art of Battling Giants, Malcolm Gladwell recounts Gary's experiences as a child. It took several painful years of teachers thinking he was stupid before he was diagnosed. Gary now credits his dyslexia with his success. He says he got better at taking risks and looking for the upside in opportunities as they arose. Ironically, our deficits can sometimes be what makes us most successful. Whatever traits you listed as strengths have helped get you to where you are now. Those are the same traits that you will tap in to propel yourself forward and create a more satisfying